there's been just talk about Premier League setting up their own streaming service to have all their games, all the games streamed there.
It's called Amazon, Bill. That's the future. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, but there wasn't there to talk about Premier League doing their own one, or they could have partnership with Amazon possibly.
Well, I just think
it's still the same concept. Do you like that concept?
Yeah, 100%.
What was the concept again? So
it's literally just having one streaming site where you can watch all Premier League games and stuff.
And so what it would
rather than having to buy BT's.
What? So it would facilitate all like the commentators.
Yeah,
it would have all, just, it basically just be like that. Okay, yeah.
So-called Premflix.
I mean, of course, yeah, that would be the best thing. That would be the best thing for the viewer.
Premflix.
But I don't know what the rules are behind how you boot Sky and whatever.
But this thing, I don't think it's ever really going to happen.
No.
Is it?
The only thing I can see happening is Amazon just controlling it all.
They've got so much money. They wanted to. They could buy the games.
The only way it'd happen though is Rupert Murdoch would basically have to give up everything, really, wouldn't he? Like that's
I can't see him doing.
I know, like he'd get a lot of money. Obviously Amazon would have to buy it for a ridiculous amount of money, right?
Monstrous amount.
They've got the money.
But then you say that
whether he wants to give that up.
Rupert Murdoch's got a contract with the Premier League. He doesn't own the Premier League. So as soon as that contract's up, if Amazon bid more, then it's not up to him.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pretty sure that contract's still for a few more years.
No, this is talking 5-10 years in the future. But I do think that when that contract runs out, Amazon could
in our lifetime.
I hope they do, because Amazon. I don't know if you've watched.
Oh yeah, in our lifetime, 100%.
Have you watched the games on Amazon? The Premier League.
Yeah,
games?
I watched them.
I watched 2 on Boxing Day.
It's like watching the future. Like
I didn't
diagrams.
I didn't like the presenters and commentators so much, but they will bring if they buy out Sky and BT, they'll bring the best ones and. But yeah, you're right. The actual coverage they gave one where they gave an option. You can watch the game without commentators, and you could just listen to the sounds of the ground and stuff. They gave that option. They gave all the stats.
Like indulge in the atmosphere. That's
it's
like revolutionary stuff.
It's for the fans. They've been to the ground. They can sit there and pretend they're there with the clappers.
It's companies like Sky are just full of old fuddy-duddies. That's the thing.
Fuddy-duddies.
For every there's good people like you got Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, Laura Woods. I think they're all good at Sky. You have at BT, you have Jake Humphries. But then for every one of them, you got Graham Souness. Like, do you know what I mean?
Graham Souness is poor.
Graham Souness is only
I know
on there to
he's
be
often.
racist.
I know
he literally hates black people. Sorry, allegedly.
Allegedly. but Graham Souness, like, well, it's like it's like it's the old fuddy duddies in the media. You're right. Like that Derby guy, do you see what he said on BBC Radio?
That was really bad.
He said something about along the lines of the young black players. He said young black players need to be brought down a peg or two?
Yeah.
No. He said young players need to be brought down a peg or two, especially the
young black lads.
That's
something along those lines.
That's just what I mean. Yeah, I know, but he's been fired now.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah,
there's too much of that, and it needs to be revolutionary. But the one thing I am a bit worried about if that comes in is the 3 p.m. kickoff rule.
Right.
People saying that's an ancient rule and it should be changed, and that you should be able to watch football at 3 o'clock on the streaming service. Do you agree with that, or do you think they should keep the rule?
I think if you'd asked me in September, do I agree with that? I'd have been like, the rules, it makes a difference to my life. But obviously, I've been working for Eastleigh. When Southampton are playing games, like there's no one at the ground, there's no one at Eastleigh. And I think if you're putting every Premier League game on TV, no one's going to go to these non-league clubs and watch the games. Like I genuinely wouldn't have believed that if you told me that 6 months ago, but I do genuinely believe it makes a difference now.
Yeah.
So I think it's important, that 3 p.m. rule, to keep these little clubs that
I agree with you.
That need it. Yeah.
They can add more. I mean, it's terrible as it is already, but they can add more different times to games if they want. If they want to like have games on like a Thursday night or something, I won't agree with it, but they can do that.
I don't mind it. More football, innit? It's good fun to watch.
But no. To be honest, for me personally, agreed. Like obviously, I'll go watch Brentford on Saturday at 3 o'clock, and then the rest of it, I like having more games to watch. You're right. But for those Premier League fans who have to go and travel on a Thursday night, it's shocking.
Yeah, no, you'll work Friday morning.
It is shocking, but it doesn't. No, personally, don't affect me. Please don't get rid of the 3 o'clock rule, because it will affect it. League One, Championship, League Two, it will affect the attendances, and it will affect It probably will affect Premier League attendances. Like Jack, you saw Burnley. They didn't get close to selling out their way at Southampton. I know it's a long way to go, but can you imagine? To be honest, I'll be a victim myself. If Brentford were playing away at Middlesbrough Saturday 3 o'clock, I had the complete day off. What could I do? Spend £90 going there, or watch? I'd probably watch it on Sky or on the streaming service, or whatever it is. It's just common sense, isn't it? But they can't get rid of it, because it would. I think that would be the killing. That would be just a complete rebirth into modern football. That would be it. It would be gone. Old football would be gone if they get rid of the 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you'd see the drop in attendances like immediately.
Yeah, it'd be gone. That's it.